we did it! We restored a used swing set, and the kids have something to play on, with, whatever. Shelter in place has been in full effect for over a month now, and the first couple of weeks we were going a little stir crazy, and the kids really missed going to the park. So we've always wanted to have a swing set for the kids. We moved in around Christmas, and just we knew swing set was going to happen at some point, but shelter in place made us want it to happen even sooner. We started with a beautiful backyard, but not really to our taste. The previous owners were definitely gardeners, so there was a lot of potted plants and trees just kind of everywhere. So this particular spot, it's kind of like a triangle. We had to basically get rid of everything, just start fresh. They already had like a little playhouse, so I started kind of playing with that, with like elevating it, trying to figure out, maybe we could just build something. You like what we have now more better?
Yeah, definitely more better.
Just, yeah, better. I started thinking, okay, what do they need in a play area, right? They need a little house, they need a slide, monkey bars. I probably scared Sergio with this sketch a little bit because we're not carpenters. So it's like, okay, let's just buy a swing set. And then we had to find one that would fit in that particular space. One problem, they're not really shipping things like that right now. The shelter in place, the quarantine, they're really only shipping essential items. So it wasn't gonna get here until maybe May. The other big issue was that right there, that price, oh my gosh. So, good old OfferUp. This one popped up on Easter Sunday. We went out there on Easter Sunday to look at it, to see if it was something we liked. And I liked it, so I got the kids out of the car. They automatically loved it. Seeing them do that, it was just like, come on, we gotta get it, we gotta get it.
We gotta get it.
Yeah, Sergio was shaking his head, like, oh, it's got a lot of wood damage, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, we'll just replace it, we got this. I was super excited. I said, let's just buy it and then take a couple pieces now, and then we'll come back later and get the rest. So he starts disassembling it. We were able to take like the slide home and the stairs. And Sergio even talked to the guy down $50. So we paid $250 for it. Sergio thinks we overpaid. I think that was fair. Whatever. So Sergio's still working all day. I'm working too. Oh my gosh, you guys. Go away. And we got it into the backyard, pieces. And of course the kids start playing on it right away. It's not even assembled yet. It's not even ready yet. We ran into a few problems. So we knew it had wood rot, but this particular post also had termite damage, and it went pretty high. We'll cut off the bottom of the post to get rid of the wood rot, but this post was pretty bad. So we ended up having to replace the entire post. The post, brand new, was it was 4x4, but it was too big for the metal framing, so we had to slice a little bit of that off. I helped with the measuring, Sergio did the cutting. We were able to get the post back in. And then it was structurally fine, so we had to power wash it. Sergio showed me how to power wash because he had to go back to work. And man, what a difference power washing makes. It was crazy. It was kind of addicting too, cleaning it all off. So we power washed it. We were able to put the frame onto that dirt. The kids got on it. So every time the kids get on it or play something, it's kind of motivation for us to keep going. We were working on this thing like every day, after work, before work, in between. I tried to do every little thing I could while Sergio was working. So from Monday, when we picked it up and got it all into the backyard, it was safe to play on by Friday. And again, that's working like every day before or after work. One day Sergio had calls all day, and we had to get up at like 7 and start getting things ready. And then once 8 o'clock hit, we started sawing so we wouldn't be those rude, annoying neighbors. So we start assembling it so they could play on it. We got the stairs and the slide. And the kids were just super excited. Even added the little green details. It came with a swing, but it didn't come with this trapeze, so we bought this brand new. So there's Josie attempting it for the first time. That didn't work out.
Yeah, I'm very good.
You got stronger later, huh? Okay, and then it was on to the rock wall. The rock wall had a lot of damage at the bottom, so we had to replace a few of the planks. So the neighbor came in handy with a table saw. Hey, shh. And that table saw allowed us to take a little piece off because the wood was too big. Just more stuff we ran into. All the hardware,
Go to Daddy.
I read online that you could clean it with like vinegar and baking soda. So I attempted that. Of course, shelter in place. All this quarantine stuff. That I couldn't find regular vinegar at like Lucky or Safeway. So I just used what I had. I had like balsamic and this red wine worked out. So it was kind of a little science experiment. It worked. It got it cleaner. It wasn't super clean. We still decided to go to Home Depot and get some new hardware. I primed all of the actual rocks for the rock climbing wall. I just primed them white and then repainted them with all of this spray paint. I'm super lucky. I had tons of leftover spray paint from Josie's 5th birthday party. Just kind of hanging out in the garage. What a difference. They looked so good. Once we got the rock wall kind of assembled, we were like, oh, we should test it out, right? We might have to angle it a different way since we cut off, what, a good 3.5 inches. And it could have fit, but the angle would have been weird. So we just took one of the bottom planks off. And so they had one less plank. We assembled it and it was a success, right?
Yeah,
We liked it.
and then it's
So
already
that's the finished
Yay, thumbs up.
swing set, the safe, secure swing set. Okay, we were comfortable with the kids playing on it at this point. It just didn't look very good. So we needed to paint it. Okay, so the painting. Sergio knew it was gonna be a big job, so he did his little stretches in the morning. And we got everything set up in the back, and he ordered one of those spray painters, and he was really excited about all that. So while he was working on instructions, I'm over here taping things, which is not a fun job. The taping is like the stuff you have to do before you get to move up to the sprayer. So that's me. I do all the unfun stuff. Josie helps take the tape off, but I do all the unfun stuff like taping. I didn't have any newspaper, so we used some of Josie's jumbo coloring pages to cover up the green screens on the roof.
I knew it.
It worked fine. This guy was excited about his sprayer, learned a lot. But man, what a difference this color compared to the old wood. One thing about the old wood is it really, really soaked up the paint. The new wood was fine, but the old wood just soaked it up, and we ended up running out of paint. So it was back to Home Depot. While he was working on some other things, I ran to Home Depot to get more paint. Kids hanging out, right?
No videos.
No videos. They had to actually play. We give them videos plenty of other days. It's clean. Now the additional hardware. So the hardware. Hold on. The hardware, we spray painted that too. Got that idea from a different video, and it was amazing the difference. Right, so first we just kind of had to sand it a little bit. I didn't even know you could sand metal. Joe Vincent. Didn't even know you could sand metal, but we did. You sand it a little bit and then just kind of spray it. This was aluminum spray paint, and it looked brand new, right? Just like a light spray as well. We did the same thing with all the green hardware. I think this is Hunter Green spray paint. I didn't have that color, so that's one we had to go buy at Home Depot. But again, this is a quick sand and then a few sprays. Looks brand new. Love it. Okay, and then assembling all the pieces back. This is all getting really exciting. Oh, just the painting looks so much better. We rewarded ourselves after the painting was finished. Little beer while cleaning the toys. Have to. The final day. Okay, it's Sunday. What's today? The 26th, 27th? 2 weeks. 2 weeks of swing set projects. How you feel?
Tired.
Tired. A little sore. All that stuff, but it's coming along. I get to see this view from my window when the kids play. How do I turn this around? Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Sorry. Final day is laying the mulch. So we initially bought 15 bags of this mulch from Costco. And I want to say they were like $7 or $8 each. Sergio went and got them, and we thought it was going to be more than enough. No, we had to end up going back and buying 10 more bags. So it's 25 bags of mulch on at the end. So before we put the mulch down, we're looking at the swing set, and then we see this tree that is now finally getting leaves on it, and then we're thinking it's just gonna drop everywhere, all over the mulch. So we start cutting branches off the tree. So added that to the project for the day. Okay, first thing is laying down this weed block. We got 2 rolls, and Sergio was being super conservative because he wanted to return one of the rolls. It worked out fine. We've got our little helpers helping us.
Yeah, right there.
So basically I measured it out, and Sergio was posting in the, I don't even know what those things are called. To get it under the swing set, what we did is we just measured it, and then we kind of rolled it. And Sergio lifted one side of the swing set while I was underneath, and I pulled it through. And then we switched to the other side. He lifted the other side of the swing set, and I pulled it through. And then just kept going all the way through. It was pretty secure, but I threw all the mulch bags down before he power blew. Even though I thought it was unnecessary, he still wanted to do it. And then we reassembled all the extras, like these stairs and the slide, just because we wanted to make sure all the weed block was completely on the bottom, and it was not as heavy when we were moving the swing set side to side. We also bolted the slide to the ground, just to make it a little more secure, but ultimately I think this swing set's in great shape. Then it's time to actually lay the mulch. So this is, at this point, we only have the 15 bags. So we're laying it. Come on. It looks good, but gotta do a bit more. Okay, now you gotta spread it. Kind of good thing we kind of took a pause at this point, because when we came back, our Amazon order came in of this climbing rope and pink telescope. So we were able to add that on before seeing the final product. And here it is. Amazing to see how it went from this to this to this, which we were definitely proud of, but we wanted it to look new. So the paint, and then of course the final touching, the mulch. We are incredibly proud. Woo! Woo! Good job! Good job.